Derek, the host dominating possession over the last 15 minutes. They've created a lot from midfield. Their forwards.
Oh, that's actually a really good pass right there. First time finish? Nice. Okay. Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be trying out Kenny Dalglish up top as a striker. Now, I know that some of you guys want to see the review for the icon swaps. Guys, it's a little bit more difficult for me because obviously on X's account, he wants to have the high tier players, and the icon swaps that EA were releasing are not necessarily high tier icons, right? So it's more a matter of me being able to find accounts or an account that just has a crap ton of money on it, or EA give me an account themselves so that I can actually be able to do the reviews on each of the cards. It's not that I don't want to do them, it's just that you have to find a way to do them, right? You have to either buy the cards or you have to do this or that. So it's obviously a complication, but as you guys know me, I ain't spending on FIFA points to get those cards. So for right now, this is before 12 or 1 o'clock before the content drops. So we're just going to go ahead and do a nice little Kenny Dalglish review as like nice little filler content for anyone that's interested in seeing him in regards to how he plays up top as a striker. The rest of the team, this is not the type of thing where the rest of the team matters. It more matters for like the midfield area, the defensive area, so on and so forth. But attackers, like I just want good attackers up top to see what his off the ball, on the ball movement is like, right? If we took a look at the stats of the card, we're looking at a person who is 5'8", high medium, right-footed, 5-star weak foot with 4-star skill move. So starting off really nicely. The only problem is obviously the height, because the height, no matter what anybody tells you, is going to be a problem from time to time, right? But the biggest thing about this card that people wonder about is the long passing and the strength part, right? The strength part, for me personally, I don't think is going to be necessarily a huge issue because of the fact that he's going to be so fast on the ball that it's going to definitely compensate for it a lot. It's kind of like Neymar, right? Neymar doesn't really have physical capabilities, but he's so fast on the ball and so good that like it doesn't really matter, right? I think Engine is definitely the right choice to give this card, giving him the pace boost, dribbling boost, as well as the passing boost, considering it is pretty low, is pretty nice to have. He is a striker, no matter what anybody tells you guys, okay? Because if you're going to look at specifics, if you're going to look at full meta cards, because this is full meta, this is like, is it like pro player oriented, right? The passing is gonna annoy you sometimes. It will annoy you sometimes. It's always nice to have like 83, 82 short passing and long passing because the way that they pass the ball from certain angles is obviously more consistent. Long passing, I can only see long passing being an issue if he's a lone striker. Potentially if a guy's making a run on the sides and then your striker, instead of staying and remaining in the middle, he kind of like transitions to the side and then cut inside in the middle, right? With this card, this is how I'm going to play with him in game because he is high medium, but these instructions for this 4-2-3-1 I am personally a fan of. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using the same thing, and we're going to have the striker to stay central and be on target man, right? So everything else is balanced for the cams. That's the important areas in regards to the attacking general area, because for some reason, when you have stay central and target man for your strikers, their attacking capabilities or their attacking AI, that's what's going to make you like or dislike the card, in my genuine opinion. So we're going to go ahead and try out Prime Dalglish. I'm going to see what's up with the content later today. This could be a video release after the content drop or before it. We'll see what's up. And yeah, we'll basically take it from there, guys. So we're going to go ahead, get into a game, see how he plays, and see if he's a really good card. I really enjoyed his baby card, so I think that this striker card will obviously be very good too. And then obviously Liverpool link up, so you know, it be what it be. So let's get into a game and see how he plays.
Role, as we can see, the fullbacks are exposed both offensively and defensively. Lots of support.
Orf's going to be making the run here. We're going to do a layoff pass. Kenny Dalglish in a very generic striker position, so nothing too special right there. But he does end up being, you know, kind of, he stays central, definitely falls in his instruction well, and then gets in behind to score the first goal of the game. So nothing too special about that yet. It's very generic stuff right there. So what we're looking for more is definitely off the ball movement and on the ball, which honestly I like he's gonna be good at, right? So that's the short pass right there. Oh, he drops back here. Okay, he's gonna make that run right there right away. Let's see how he shoots from here. Oof.
Derek, the host dominating possession over the last 15 minutes. They've created a lot from midfield. Their forwards.
Oh, that's actually a really good pass right there. First time finish. Nice. Okay. Okay. That was a pretty solid pass. Would you consider those ones long passes? I don't really know, but it was a very good through ball right there.
He'll be delighted to have won the ball, having made that difficult challenge. And he's made headway.
Quincy Promes making the run. Kenny Dalglish with the pace. Very nice there. We're going to get the angle. So ball roll touch. There it is. The amount of times I've said ball roll touch in my videos is probably like an absurd amount at this point. So what you do in that skill move right there is you kind of just like, you want to hold the ball roll, but you also want to hold the left stick in the direction you want to dribble as you're doing the ball roll. Because what happens is that it's more responsive that way. Like obviously if the game was always responsive, you wouldn't always have to do that. But just to have more consistency with being able to do that specific touch, just hold the left stick. Just hold the left stick before, or just hold the left stick while you're doing the ball roll, because in that way you'll have more of a consistency in regards to doing that small touch right there. Let's see if he does a transitioning run in the middle here. He does. Lay off right there. Lay off again. Little finish. Goalie's on the floor. Stuff is happening. And the ball's blocked. Oh, wait. We did a random flick. All right. We're going to do a layoff right here. Wait for the transitioning run in the middle. Beautiful. Ball roll shot. Defensive players get it. Extra touches to get the angle. And Conte with the finishing. Yeah, that's why it's important to always have CDMs. Yeah, like that's why every position on the pitch, it's important to have players that can do everything, because you never want to have a moment like that in a competitive game where your player kind of like misses a very soft opportunity like that.
The hosts have really controlled possession, really starting to dictate. And now passing it through.
Ball roll finesse shots. There it is.
Counter-attacking, very much an option.
It's kind of interesting with his card. What he actually tends to do a lot is he likes to. I think it's because of the target man instruction. He actually like follows it really well, but in a weird way, because when I tell him to play as a target man, he actually likes to drop into the midfield quite a bit. When I'm around that general area. So it's just an interesting concept with the card that, you know, he does stuff like that, because I kind of like when my strikers come back in the general midfield area, so that I can kind of like build up the play with the striker and the cam, and then when I'm in the final third, he's in that general striker area. So that off the ball movement I'm actually a very big fan of. Honestly, I've enjoyed the card. A nice little 10.0 rating for him. He scored 4 goals in his first match, so honestly, the card's pretty good, man. I don't necessarily... I'm going to check out some chemistry styles here in a bit, because I want to see what we can work with his card. Alright guys, so let's take a look at some of the things that I was thinking about when I was using the card. Did I like the card? Yeah, he's pretty good. I actually really enjoyed using him. Big reason, Liverpool links, right? You know, it's kind of like sentimental value as well. But he's a very usable striker. I like the way he plays. There was this very interesting thing, right? So I have stay central and target man for the striker, but sometimes the way that he would occupy the position with Johan Cruyff together, right? Because this is something that Dalglish, I guess, would do in general, is that when someone is aggressively pushing forward, he will occupy that cam position instantly. And I've noticed that, like, when you play with like the lower tier cards, right, when people kind of like push out of positions, people don't know the space to occupy. And Dalglish, in that one position I was in, if you guys are watching the highlights, the way he kind of like just transitions back while Johan Cruyff is like, okay, I'm gonna go play striker now, is just, it's such a huge thing, because it's a part of your attacking style that you're not missing, right? Because then all you have to do is pass the ball to the cam, and then you can transition forward instead of wasting 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds in game waiting for players to get back into position. So I really liked that he kind of occupied that midfield position when someone pushed forward, right? His off the ball movements were really good as a striker. I liked him with the instruction of stay central and target man. I feel like his own attacking AI, overthrowing the tactic a little bit, was good, but then obviously having the target man so that players don't overcommit inside the 18-yard box is a very good tactic to have. I personally really like it, because I hate when my players like run away from me when they're running into nothing. Like, they're not running into open space, they're just running into nothing. So I really enjoyed, again, that using that instruction on his card, he followed it well, but then he also understood when he had to attack the open space. So I thought that that was a very important thing as well. Is the engine card the best you can use on him? I do think the engine is the best to use on him. 94 finishing, 89 shot power, 91 long shots. I think, honestly, like, if you brought it to 99, 99, 99, 99, it would still be inconsistent when it can be, right? So finishing is still better this year than it was last year, but that's like comparing garbage to acid garbage from like a trash can, right? So it's kind of like, you know, but the finishing is significantly better. His card is not that bad at finishing, like very generic. I would call them like 100% opportunities, so no complaints there. His dribbling was very good, obviously, because he's 5'8", can dribble really fast. Passing, didn't really notice the long passing being an issue. I would 100% notice it if I was using him as a left cam or a right cam, though. But as a lone striker, not noticeable at all, in my genuine opinion. I think that, like, the passes I was making mostly with him were mostly short and medium passes, and if I had to make a long pass, it was like a generic long pass that someone with like 70 and 70 for short passing and long passing would be able to make. So I think the card's awesome. He's obviously 3 million coins, so the player review is not going to be relevant for 95% of us, but it's just a card I wanted to try out and give you guys my opinion on. I enjoyed using the card. I think it's really fun, and obviously having that 5-star weak foot is a huge plus for someone that's going to be playing up top as a striker for you. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. And an hour or so from now, I'm going to go check out this content drop to see if they release anything. If they don't, this is the video that's going to be put up. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.